It's where you are. It's Monday, July 28th. It is 4:48 in the morning. And we're getting started. Welcome in, everyone. Top of the day. Let's get it. What's that? Big little. That's a long name, Big. Thank you. I'll keep going. Welcome in, people. Good morning. Thank you, Justice. Welcome. How are you doing this morning? Top of the hill, people. Today is Monday. It's the 28th. I'm coming to you live from the East Coast of the United States. I am in Maryland, the DMV. It is pretty humid out this morning, but as you know, guys, I've added this run to the beginning of my talk. So let's go ahead and finish up this smile. Do it with a smile. This morning, we're going to talk about being alone. Good thing, bad thing, a thing at all. Love to hear from you guys about it, what your thoughts are on just being alone. Let me know how you feel. The survey question is pretty simple. Is it okay to be alone? Just standard ask. Is it okay to be alone? Tennessee, welcome in, Tennessee. I am running with the camera. I am running with the camera. But it's only for a mile. So I'm not being chased. It's not one of those movies, not one of those runs like I'm running from the police. I go, oh. Yeah, it's not one of those. It's just a quick jog. Good morning. Thank you for being here this morning. Remember, guys, as you check in, let me know what time of day it is where you are, where you're checking in from. Thank you for being here. And let me know your thoughts about being alone. Good thing, bad thing. A thing. How does it work? Who is that? Ermi. Hi. Thomas, also in Tennessee. Not a problem. Also, what's the time for you, man? It is 4:53 in the morning, East Coast, United States. Out here before the sun. Gotta get it done. Summertime here. By the time that sun come up, it is too late. Sunrise is at 5:30. We wait till the sunrise to run. You can get cooked. Start frying brain cells. Thank you guys for being here. It's my repetition, guys. It's the repetition of running. What we got there? We have East Coast as well, 4:53. Go home, bro. Can't do that. I'm working on something. Sometime it gets lonely. I talk to God. That's from Justice Jane. That's what's up, bro. This made me, what's that? This made me motivated just by being here. Thank you very much. Also, I do projects around the house. All right, that's how Justice Jane deals with being alone. How about you guys? Thank you guys. Hey, also, I want to let you know, if that's what you're here for, if you're here for the motivation, if you're here because you need an alarm clock, you need a sounding board, you need a wake-up call, get up! It's that time. Let's get on the grind. Keep your goals in mind. The purpose is a vision. The drive is blind. You gotta drive, it doesn't matter. You gotta keep going. So if that's what you came in here for this morning, is to get your wake-up call and go do what you need to do, go do it. Drop a thumbs up and good luck. You don't have to hang around just to be watching me do something. Trust me, I appreciate it, but the real thing is for you. This is about motivation. This is about action. You can come back if you want to watch this, you'll watch it later. It's available on the channel. But if you want to do something, if you're working on something, if you have a goal, a project, something that needs your focus, go give it that. If I'm just the alarm clock, the bell has been rung. Do not hit snooze. Do not roll over. Do not swipe past. Don't do it. Put your feet on the floor. Get headed for the door. Whatever it is. If you need to work on a project, stop thinking about it. Do it. If you're supposed to be studying, stop thinking about it. Do it. Supposed to be working out, stop thinking about it. Do it. It is that time. This is the place. The only thing between you, where you are, and where you want to be is the first step. Let's start moving. Let's start taking those steps. Let's start doing that journey. Come on, let's go. We're gonna have plenty of time to talk. Let's get up, let's go. Don't worry about anything else. Don't think about what somebody else is doing. If you're currently thinking about what somebody else is doing or feeling about what you're doing, then you're living their purpose. Live yours. Get up and go do what you need to do. If you're a crappy person and what you're about to do is ensure to hurt someone else, then you're in the right place. Sit down, stay here. Let's get you on the right track. If you're a good person, honest person, a person with character, morals, with caring in your heart, with an understanding of discipline and growth, let's get you in the right place. You need to be doing something? Drop a thumbs up, guys. Say good morning. Go do what you need to do. I really appreciate you stopping past. I'm here for the wake-up call. I'm here to be the alarm. I'm here to let you know you cannot work harder on your job than you do on yourself. You cannot work harder on your relationship than you do on yourself. Because it doesn't matter what's wrong with your relationship, it's you. You can't change the other person. The relationship involves the two of you. If you're correcting you, the relationship will correct itself. And sometimes the correction of a relationship is ending it. Same way with the job. If the job isn't working, it's because you're not working. And you can't change the job. All you can do is change you. So either the job is going to work or you're going to find somewhere that works for you to achieve what your goals are. It all works with you. This is the wake-up call, guys. Let's get up, let's get going. I'm only doing a mile this morning. And listen, if you haven't been here before, I want you to understand something. I hate cardio. I'm not one of these happy running guys. I'm not posting my personal record. I'm not going out talking about how fast I ran a mile in high school. That's not who I am. But I understand the benefit and I understand the value of what I'm doing right now for my long-term health and for the benefit for my family, which is my purpose. I understand it. So I get up and I go do it. Don't get up and go do it because someone else told you to, or because you just don't know. Get up and go do it because you told yourself to get up and go do it. If you're here, it's because you needed to be here. I'm struggling. Oh my God, it's only a mile. I'm carrying this 315 pounds around. Whew, Jesus, somebody pray. We got any prayers in there today? Lord, my knees, my back. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Unless this was your wake-up call and you got somewhere to be, stay with you. Go get you. Go take care of you. Go do you. Good morning. People, if you haven't had the chance to do so, please smash that thumbs up. Double tap the top corner on the thumb. Just a way to say thank you. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't hurt anything. Doesn't bring anything additional. It's just a way to say, hey, I appreciated what I saw. I'd appreciate if you guys did that. No pressure. But again, if you got somewhere to go, just drop in the chat. I'm up, I'm out. Let's get up, let's get out. Whew. Oh, jeez. Good morning. I know, it just looked like I got in a fight. I didn't. My hardware just had a challenge. I'm here, almost done. Top Gun, good morning. Property Shop Brothers. Hello, bro. You look like a Yeti. Yeah, I don't need the Yeti app to look like a Yeti. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, just woke up, pretty sure. Just stepped on a car. I think anybody survived inside that thing. Oh my goodness. Look, if you see anyone behind me, let me know. I don't know where I am. I've never been in this area of the country. This is all new to me, guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here this morning. Drawing to the close of this mile, guys. Thank you for being up. Thank you for participating, for allowing me to be a part of your morning, for you being here. If it's your wake-up call, people, if I am your alarm clock, let's go. Let's get up. Let's go. Let's get out. Let's do it. If you're here for the talk, we'll be beginning momentarily. We're at the very end of this 1 mile run. We're gonna finish this up, and we're gonna talk about the topic, people. Is it okay to be alone? What does it mean to be alone? It's the translation from the Old Testament about being alone. Whew. Oh, my goodness, guys. I'm almost there. Give me a second, let me finish. One mile, finally finished. 1 mile, 13 minutes, 32 seconds. Thank you, guys. Good morning, walk and talk. How we doing today? How we feeling? What's up? Welcome to B&E Finance Fixers. My name is Oloropo. I am here to share, to care, and try to help get us there. Thank you for stopping in. Talk to me this morning, people. I know earlier I mentioned being alone, and I believe it was Justin Jane who shared that it's difficult and that prayer is what she uses to stay strong in those times. What about you guys? What do you use? How do you view it? What is alone? What does it mean to be alone? Is there like a definition to it? Or is there just a universal understanding and acceptance of what it means? Thank you, Top Gun. You got this. Thank you so much, Mr. Ulez. The self. Only those forged in the fire value isolation. Oh my, that's deep. Bro, I look like a Yeti. What else we have? We have the Property Step Brothers. Why are you running? Oh, I don't know if you're still here, Property Step Brothers. I'm running because it's development of a development of discipline. Discipline has 4 pillars. First one is repetition. Repetition is just saying get up and go do that thing. So towards personal fitness, something that I absolutely do not like doing is cardio. So I get up and I run. I just recently added this, I believe last week, to what I do in the morning on these walk and talks. But I get up in the morning and I run because of that. It is a way to develop discipline. Starts with repetition, not consistency. Repetition isn't consistency. Repetition is just going out and doing it. Do a mile. Don't check your time. Don't check if you beat your last time. Don't worry about how often you have to stop and walk. None of those things. It's just finish the mile. Just go finish it, right? If you do it long enough, if you get repetition in place with patience, patience is the thing that helps you keep doing it, right? If you start tracking goals too early, then the benefit of what you're doing never shows up, because you're looking to have a standard and you have not yet shown the ability to have the show up, the repetition part. So that's all I'm doing is the repetition stage of discipline. I'm getting up, I'm running a mile. I don't really track the time. I don't really track how often I walk. I don't really track much of anything on it, just the distance. It's just a mile. I run it. If you do it long enough, you do it consistently enough, and it doesn't have to be every day, It could be every other day, every third day. Doesn't matter. If you do it long enough and you have patience, understanding there's a benefit from it, ultimately, your body will let you know when it needs consistency. It'll tell you that, hey, we've been doing this, we get it, we're gonna get up in the morning and we're gonna run. Or we're gonna get up in the afternoon and we're gonna run. We understand that this is an expectation you set for us. This is getting too easy. And it's gonna ask you why. Now, the moment you ask that question that you asked me, in any area, if you're doing the first stage of discipline, which is repetition, at some point, your brain, your body, whatever focus you have is going to ask you why. This is where consistency comes in. When you're asked why, you need to create a plan, because your why is what will get you up every day to go do it when there's no motivation. Your why is what will have you push through and do it on the time there's no return. Your why is what will get you to do it on the times you feel like it's impossible to do and no one supports you. In any area of your life, your why is what will drive this. But you must first get into the habit of doing it with repetition. You gotta get up and do it, and do it, and do it, and do it, right? So you have to understand that why is super important. So what I'm doing and why I'm running is not because I love running. It's not because I'm trying to set some type of record for myself. It is simply because I've been doing this walk and talk for the better part of 6 months now. And my body was asking me, why are we walking? Dag nabbit. Well, the walk is to get myself together mentally, right? I didn't always do the walk and talk. I used to just walk by myself just to get my brain together, get my thoughts together. It became a walk and talk because I got to a point where being out here, I wanted to incorporate what my wife and I were building with the channel. And so I said, if I'm gonna be out here, let's take advantage of that time. Let's take advantage of the opportunities to actually share, to connect. And then there started to be a following. It started to grow people who were prepared to get up in the morning and go. And I began to support that. I was here to be supported by them and to support them as well. And then I started doing that. I started getting better in my behaviors, consistent in my showing up, and my body said, why are we walking? Because being out here wasn't the question. The question is, why are we walking? And it changed. So if you start changing things in your life, they'll impact multiple areas. If you start doing something with repetition, your body will ask for a reason. It will ask for a purpose. It does not have to be something that you say, oh, I love it, I want to run a half marathon. It doesn't have to be that. It simply has to be an understanding that you know the value of what you're doing. The value of this cardio exercise that I do is that I have a wife. I have 7 children. I'm 52 years old. My youngest child is 2. 16 years from now, I'm gonna be 70 years old, and my youngest child is just gonna be graduating high school. I wanna be able to celebrate that. I wanna be able to jump, scream. I wanna be able to pick up my grandchildren. I wanna be able to run around the yard. I wanna be able to do those things. Those things are my purpose. So I'm running, I am exercising, I am adding elements of movement and dynamic movement and stretching. I'm doing that because it has a purpose. That's my why. Doesn't have anything to do with the channel. Doesn't have anything to do with, hey, guys, this is how you run. And no, it's not that. This serves a purpose for my life. Thank you for asking the question. I'm hoping I was able to answer that for you. Property Step Brother said, bro, you're gonna have a heart attack. It was pretty close. Property said, laugh out loud. I'm never alone, God with me. That is Chris. Good morning, Chris. What's up, brother? How you doing? It is a harmonial craving. Yes, why is a harmonial craving for your development? Indeed, work on yourself, goals, elevation, always. I'm sorry, guys, I keep covering the camera because with the bright light in my face, it's hard for me to read the chat. So I'm just trying to catch up on some of these comments just so I'm not ignoring anyone. It's not consciousness. What is this that we have from ABCD? It's not consciousness. requirement. It's body, sexual, and emotional urge. Are we talking about being alone? Mastermind, yo, my man, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good right now, man. Hi to Uno. I can do anything consistently, but how to choose what I want, sir? Kashpa. You're not doing anything consistently if you don't know what you want. You're doing things with repetition. I don't want that to sound like I'm being rude or sound like I'm being dismissive. I don't know if you're still in there, but everyone who is in there, the question that was asked, the statement that was made is that I can do anything consistently, but how do you choose or how do you decide what I want, sir? If you haven't decided what you want, you are not working with consistency. You're working with repetition, because consistency requires a goal. It requires a plan. If you're working towards a goal and a plan, then you're working with consistency. Outside of that, you're just showing up. You're showing up and you're doing things and it looks like it's consistent, but it's just working. They're not the same thing. And this is important. And this is why a lot of people misunderstand discipline. And they think because they keep showing up at a job that they're disciplined. They think because they keep showing up at home after they've been at work that they're disciplined. They keep thinking that they're actually investing their time in doing things, and they are not, because there is a disassociation of repetition and consistency. Consistency requires expectation. If you do not have an expectation, meaning if you do not have anything you're trying to achieve, if you do not have anything you want, you have not got to the level of consistency. Right now, I know what I want, but I also understand what I'm doing with this running is not at the level of consistency yet. It's at the level of repetition. I get up and I do it. I get up and I do it. No, I don't track it. No, I don't have days where I do long runs and short runs. No, I don't have days where I look at whether or not I'm going uphill or downhill. No, I haven't got special shoes just for running. No, I don't have a whole plan around the 15 minutes before or the 30 minutes after it. No, I don't do that. I haven't done that yet. So I'm not consistently doing this thing. I'm doing it with repetition. That's important, guys. Understand the difference between repetition and consistency, and it'll help you continue to grow. So I hope that answered your question. Good morning, Zaria. Morning, everyone. Mastermind. My man, you have 7 kids. I do have 7 kids. Yeah, man, you will do that easily. Thank you for that. Proud of you. We're proud of you as well, Mastermind. Thank you so much. Oh, it's Sister Chris. I apologize, Chris. How you doing, sister? And good morning, Zaria. How you doing? Simple Chris, welcome in. X-ray vision. Can you repeat that? Powerade so I can screen record it. Please, not Powerade, consistency, not repetition. Oh, yes, so I'm not sure which part you want me to repeat, but I'll go over it again. Repetition is not consistency. They're similar, but they are not the same thing. Repetition is the ability to be able to show up for something again and again and again. It has no standards. It has no expectation. It has no desired outcome. The only desired outcome for repetition is to get back to that place, okay? Repetition is tapping a brick. Tap, 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 tap. It doesn't have to be on rhythm. That makes it a metronome. A metronome has a purpose. It knows what it's doing. Repetition doesn't require for you to be on time. It doesn't require for you to maintain a rhythm. It doesn't require anything. It just requires for you to show up. Tap, 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 tap. So you keep showing up every day to work. That's repetition. Next thing is consistency. Consistency requires for you to have an expectation, for you to have something to check off, for you to have a mark to meet. If you do not have a goal, if you do not have an expectation, if you do not have a planned mark, if you do not have something that you're trying to achieve to which you can set parameters for, then you will just, and I tell you this in earnest, you will just be repeating the same thing over and over. It is not consistency. It's not development. Those two things are important. Discipline has 4 pillars, people. First one is repetition. Repetition is just choosing something and then just start doing it. Start doing it on a regular interval. That's repetition. Even if it's an irregular interval. So if you miss a day, don't worry about it. Get up and go do it the next day. Don't worry about it. Get up and go do it the next day. Don't let the repetition become, don't let your repetition, your lack of repetition become the consistency of who you are. I'm gonna say that again. I don't know if I heard that for the first time. Don't let your lack of repetition become the consistency of who you are, right? Here's why it's important. As I just told you, consistency has an expectation to go with it, to make sure you're missing the mark. Myron Golden has this saying that rich people are not trying to be rich any more than poor people are trying to be poor. It is not an effort. You're not doing work to become rich. You're not doing work to become poor. Your behaviors, your mindset, your actions, your repetition that establishes your consistency is what determines what space you fall into. That's good to know. Don't allow for your lack of repetition to become your consistency, right? Don't allow for your inability to show up in your relationship, to show up in your savings, to show up on your diet, to show up for your fitness, to show up for your faith. Don't allow your inability. Listen, for a lot of them, the expectation is just Sunday. Give us Sunday, man. Give us an hour. You ain't got to stay for the whole thing. You can come after the praise and worship. Just stay for the sermon and leave before we collect the offering. You can do that. Just show up. Get some repetition. Don't allow for your lack of repetition to become the consistency of your failure. All right, people. I don't know. I enjoyed that a little bit. Thank you for thank you for indulging me while I went on that little tirade. So what's the talk about this morning? The talk is about being alone and whether or not alone is actually a thing, guys. Here's what I want to say to you about that. Everything starts with discipline. It's about discipline. And sometimes to get things done, you need to be left alone. And here's the difficulty that a lot of people have. A lot of people, some people here, some people talking included, have difficulty being alone with themselves. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I have moments where I am living my life and I'm going through my day and I need to get things done. And I need to stay focused. I need to be alone for that moment to get those things done. But then I get alone and I'm not doing that thing that I know I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, no, I'm gonna make it short. Open YouTube app. Oh, that's funny. Tap, tap. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Tap, tap. Oh, what did that say? Tap, tap. That's what starts to happen. It's because being alone requires for you, at that point, it's just you. We got God. God got us. God gonna let you know, hey, you can do this. I believe in you. I've put it there for you. I provided you with the opportunity, but you need to do it. This is why people don't like being alone. This is why when people say, leave me alone, nothing gets done. It's because they're not seeking solitude for the purpose of development. They're seeking it for the purpose of satiation. I can't handle the thoughts. I can't handle the behaviors. I can't handle whatever's happening right now. I can't handle it. I can't deal with it. I don't want to. So, how do I change it? Well, just leave me alone. No one can check up on me when I'm alone. No one can tell me I'm not doing the right thing when I'm alone. I can tell anybody I did whatever I want to because I was left alone. So, being alone, benefit. Being disciplined is required to draw anything from it. Now, do not confuse, please do not confuse being alone with being lonely, right? Because just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. You have to consider that for yourself, and you have to consider that for the people who you are not providing the opportunity to be alone. For the people who you're demanding that they give you some of their time all of the time, which means they're giving you all of their time. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Zaria, that's crazy because I need to leave this toxic relationship, but I'm scared to be alone in my house. I don't know, this is crazy how you talking about this. I hear you, I understand. I hope this is having an impact. Here's what you have to understand. Like I said before, it doesn't matter where you apply discipline. The focus on discipline is this. It's like a toxic workspace. You can't change the people. You can't change others. All we can do is work on ourselves with discipline. And relationships will be the most difficult thing because it's tied to emotion. Your job, you may not have an emotional tie to. Your only emotional tie to your job may be hatred. That is not a difficult tie to break. Like, I've been waiting. I quit. I would rather lay down in the street than come back in this job. So breaking a tie with a job is not as hard. But breaking a tie where you've had a bond, where you've had a connection that has an emotional understanding, it has a relevance to happiness, it's way more difficult. But the only way to do it is to work on you. You cannot work on the other person. The other person has to work on the other person. See, that's the thing with relationships, is there are people involved. With your money, it's just your money. Your money do what you tell it to do. With your job, it's just your job. It do what you make it do. With your fitness, it's your body. It do what you tell it to do. When it comes to relationships, you're looking across at someone else and you're trying to tell them, I need you to be this for me. No, I need you to be this for me, right? And as much as we try to play the, oh, well, I'm right and you're wrong card, it's the same on both sides. It's the same. I'm standing here early on in my marriage and I had to recover and fix many things from my inability to understand and difficulties that I had with my past. And it was about being alone, challenges that I faced as a youth. And I thought coming into my relationship that the best thing I could be was in control. If you listen, I'm gonna upgrade you. I'm gonna make you better. I'm gonna get you where you need to go. I can be your discipline. Just listen and follow. Just do what I tell you to do. Flip side of the coin, if you just let me help you, you just need to change a couple of things and you'll be good. You just need to let me teach you. So if we're coming into a relationship thinking that the goal is to change the other person, we're doomed. I don't care how toxic any relationship is. The work is the same. It is on you. You need to work on becoming the person you need to be where you want to be and see yourself in a way you need to see yourself. That's work that we have to do on ourselves. And a lot of times, guess what that's going to require us to be? Alone. Alone. Most difficult thing for me in recovering and restoring my relationship with my wife is understanding the benefit of her solitude, right? Because it's fear-driven. The fear that what I did hurt you so much that if I leave you alone, you'll never come back. It's fear-based. You can't change what you've done. You can only change what you do and do it better. It's important, people. It's super important because it's how we grow. It's how we develop. It's how we implement discipline. It's how we become better people. How we understand how to love ourselves enough to love others, to allow for others to love us. Some of us just don't know how to be alone, just don't know how to be loved, because when we're alone, we don't love ourselves. We don't care for ourselves when we by ourselves. We don't look at ourselves and say, hey, I get it, I understand you. I love you, come here, you good. I got you. We don't got that much care for ourselves, and we're demanding that others leave their life and give that to me. It's not good to be lonely. It's not good to be lonely, but sometimes it's good to be alone. There's a growth within us all. There's a potential within us all that requires discipline to achieve. Doesn't matter what you're working on. Doesn't matter if it's fitness. Doesn't matter what it is, what the focus is. It requires for us to work on it with discipline, people. And discipline is quite simple. It's repetition. It's just getting up and doing it. Getting up and doing it. Get up, care enough about yourself to get up and care for yourself. Don't let anyone convince you that caring for yourself is neglecting them. Don't let them convince you of that. Don't let your parents convince you that caring for your finances, don't let your siblings convince you that caring for your finances and your family over caring for them is neglecting them. Don't let them convince you of that. Don't let your job convince you that showing up and answering every call and doing all the overtime is more important, and you're neglecting them by not showing up when they need you. You need you. Your family needs you. This is what keeps you prioritized with your purpose. Don't let anyone convince you. Don't let anyone try to tell you that the purpose in your life needs to be neglected in order to make them happy. It can't be done. You will never reach your purpose. You will never reach your goal. This is important. And I'm not telling you as somebody who's standing here preaching. I had so many things I had to learn. So many things I didn't know. My wife is 15 years younger than me. And because of circumstances, our relationship, she had developed more in terms of having relationships than I had. I didn't have an understanding of how to be there. I thought being there was my paycheck. My paycheck is in that account every week. All my money is there. When I get done doing whatever it is I'm doing, I show back up here. I come in here. I'm here, I'm showing up. Every day I'm showing up. What is the problem? Because I was showing repetition, not consistency. I wasn't showing the consistency of, hey, when I walk away from you, I think about you as much as I do when I'm sitting next to you and I tell you that I'm thinking about you. When I'm working, I think about you and I care about you as much then as I do when I'm sitting next to you and I'm holding on to you and it feels good. That's consistency. Perseverance is understanding that if you work on you, you'll become the person you need to be. And if the person you're next to doesn't appreciate it, you don't have to worry about whether or not you need to leave. You can't coexist. It'll dissolve. You're not working towards the same goals. You don't have the same purpose. Things will fall apart. But it requires for you to focus on you. Man, I'm not a couples therapist, but I am a personal one. And I'm letting you know there is one person in this world who you have 100% control over, unless you give it up. And that's you. Your finances don't have to suck. That's you. Your diet doesn't have to suck. Again, that's you. That's us. That's me. That's I. No, lonely isn't a place you want to be. But sometimes you need to be alone just so you can sit down and love yourself. See, being self-aware and self-accountable, people think self-accountability is self-criticizing. It's not. Self-accountability, you can't be accountable if there is no standard. If you have not decided to do anything, if you have not set a goal for yourself, something that you want to achieve and get done, then you're not accountable. You're criticizing. You don't have anything for you that you're specifically trying to get done. We've got to break that cycle. We have to break it. We're under the impression that being accountable is the same as being criticizing, or that criticizing is the same as being accountable. If you do not have a standard or an expectation, you can't be held accountable to anything because you're not trying to achieve anything. You're not working towards anything. You have to be self-aware. Now, once you're self-aware, you can say things like, yo, I ate a lot of Twinkies. I could probably eat less Twinkies. Let's set an expectation. All right. Before we can set this expectation, let's know where we actually are. I know I eat a lot of Twinkies. I just don't know how many Twinkies I eat. Let's do the discovery. Let's do the discovery on this Twinkie consumption. Let's start doing the math. Let's start at the first. Let's work our way through. For my wife and I, we had to make changes to our diet. And in doing so, it helped us with our finances. Here's how. We understood we were eating out too much. Personal favorite for me, Popeyes. We had family of 7. Yo, it's a whole 100. It's definitely starts at 70 when we eat out. 100 is easy to get to. So we went back over and we looked at a month of our eating out. We looked at all of our bank accounts. We looked at all of our credit cards. We looked at everything. $1,200. $1,200 in 30 days on eating out. Wow, let's eat better. Guess what? It's gonna save us money too. Let's make a conscious effort to do better. But you gotta be self-aware. You have to be aware of that thing. And then you have to hold yourself accountable. And then you have to be there. My wife is great. Because listen. All right, I'm gonna share with y'all something. Don't tell nobody else. Listen, I'm telling y'all this. Keep it to yourself. I got a weakness for Popeye's chicken. It's something in the Cajun sparkle, the way they shake it. I got a weakness. Then they came out with them ghost pepper wings. Brother is struggling. Don't y'all tell nobody else. This is what I'm saying though. This is what it means about being alone, but not being lonely. When I'm alone, when I'm by myself, and I'm like, man, I can just order these wings and go pick them up. When I'm at my job, I'm working, I'm like, man, I'm gonna run down here. They got one of these things right here. I'm gonna run down this little street, shoot around the corner, grab myself some Popeyes. And I call my wife, and I'm sitting there, I'm talking, and she's like, what you think about having for lunch? What do you mean? What type of question is that? Why you think I'm gonna have lunch just because I'm on lunch? But that's that support. That's that unity. That's that relationship kicking in. Listen, could have packed something. I packed you something. You don't even know. Look in your armrest. I put the snacks that you like in there. That's plenty. Grab yourself a drink. I'm gonna make you a good dinner. It'll be ready when you get home. Life-changing. Life-changing. Changes in fitness, changes in finances, changes in the relationship and the communication. You're talking about know you're loved when you're alone. I'm talking about being alone, not being lonely. There is a difference. This is how we institute discipline and behaviors that help us grow. What do we have here in the chat? I'm gonna go back up some and read a few. We have Fareed. Jesus loves you, you too. Simple Chris says, me, is that about the Popeyes chicken? Chris, thank you for showing up and sharing the truth, humbleness, encouragement. Thank you. Repeat that. I'm not sure which one that one was for. I hope I repeated it for you, Simple Chris. Simple Chris. And Chris, self-awareness, indeed. Today is going to be a great day. Awesome. Beautiful day. Y'all laughing about them Twinkies? It wasn't particularly Twinkies for me. Y'all know what's happening. Listen. Don't be out there telling people. Oloropo got a Popeyes addiction. It's bad. All right, so what else we have? From Germany. I'm from Germany. I see you every day. How many days are you running now? I'm up doing a walk and talk from Monday through Saturday. Sunday is God's day, family day. Thank you for asking, Germany. Simple Chris, $6 for 8-ounce fresh lemonade. That's not fresh. A bunch of syrup, fresh berries, $4.99, honey, $2.99, and ice, free. Add water. I have better nutrients and more for the same cost. This is what I'm talking about. That Cajun sparkle. Listen, Simple Chris. I went to the store one time. They ain't had that Cajun sparkle. I almost gave the chicken back. Almost. I almost gave it back. I didn't. It's like, man, y'all ain't got no. I keep some in the armrest for special occasions. So I think I have some empaths in the house. Sybil Chris, no, I was a self-awareness. Awesome, thank you very much for that. So guys, ladies, people, gentlemen, this is why it's important to know the difference between being alone and being lonely. Understanding when we're self-aware and self-accountable, implementing discipline is assured to help us achieve our goals. It's guaranteed to let us see success because discipline is the foundation upon which you build towards mastery. And as you work towards mastery, you're guaranteed to see success. Ask any master carpenter, ask any master chef, ask any master electrician. It takes discipline, repetition. You have to keep showing up. Patience. I'm not going to be a master carpenter tomorrow. It takes consistency, knowing what you're working towards. I'm working towards mastery, and it's skill after skill after skill. And I'm finishing. I keep completing each one. And I'm growing. That's consistency and perseverance, because when you hit that one thing that feels like you can't do that one thing, it feels like you're never going to make it. But you keep pushing. You keep growing. You keep working. You keep putting in the time. That is how we grow. That is how we build. And perseverance, when you make it through it, it makes you who you need to be so you can see what you want to see when you get where you're going. Because if you're not prepared for it, if you're not ready to be rich, you'll be broke again. If you're not ready to be in a relationship, you'll be single again. If you're not ready to hold down the job, you'll lose it. You'll hate it. It'll go away. Something will happen. It's about you. It's not about the outside things. And here's the benefit of this. It gives you all the control. Stop letting other people have control of your life because you don't want to work on your life. Stop asking other people to care more about you than you care about yourself. Care about you. This is growth, people. This is development. This is life. This is understanding. This is something that I believe is very powerful, and I apply it to my life. And I'm going through that growth and development currently because it's imperative to see that it spreads into future generations of my family. It is imperative. And that's what we continue to do here, people. That's what we're looking for. Welcome in, Rich. Thank you for being here. Chris, should write a book. I'm working on it. Thank you very much for that. Mindset is very important, people. Here's the thing you need to understand, though. There's a gentleman out there named Myron Golden. He talks about mindset quite often. A lot of what Myron Golden says, I follow closely and I listen to. One of the things he says about mindset is like an operating system. He says that you will never perform consistently in a way that goes against your programming, right? And you have to update your operating system. Yes, indeed. And so what we have to understand is mindset. When you change your mindset, it's not as simple as, okay, I'm gonna just do this different. It's not how it works. When you change your mindset, it will break your mind. It has to, or you're not actually doing it. The mindset from a poor mindset to a rich mindset, from an unhealthy mindset to a healthy mindset, requires for you to accept things as truths that you flat out refuse to acknowledge before. Here I want you guys to take into consideration. Here's something I want you to consider and think about. For all of us who are Christians, who follow any faith, any religion, the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, right? Old Testament, Old Hebrew had no words for science because everything was God. They had no words for science. You gave tithes, your crops grew. You didn't, they didn't grow. There was no seasons. There was no rotating crops. You were healthy, it's because you did what God told you to do. If you're unhealthy, you're cursed by God. It wasn't about having cancer or leprosy or pancreatitis. It wasn't any of those things. Either you were doing what God told you or you weren't. The language needed to develop. Why did the language need to develop? Because we had to account for the reality of the world that we had created when we walked away from God, when we fell from grace. And so when we start looking at translations from the Old Testament and they start talking about things that we need to do in terms of our behaviors, in terms of the way we need to be and the way we need to act, understand that interpretation requires for us, again, to be self-aware. It requires for us, again, to be self-accountable. It requires for us to understand the growth and the direction that we have to take requires knowing, asking questions, and growing. It's been great having you guys here this morning. I want to thank you for being here. I want to applaud you for your participation and getting up so early. If you haven't done so yet, please drop a thumbs up. You can double tap the screen or tap up in the corner. You can like, subscribe, and share. If you see anything in the comments that you've appreciated, please continue to share. Visit the channel, take a look at what we have offer on the page. Every morning, people, from Monday to Saturday, I'm up in the morning. It's going to be out here between 4:30 and 6:30 in the morning. We're going to have these walks. We're going to support. We're going to grow. We're going to continue to develop. Understand there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. And the only way to truly have a benefit from being alone is to being self-aware and learning how to love yourself. Guys, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. If you haven't done so yet, please drop a thumbs up. If you'd like to support the channel as we continue to grow, we're not yet monetized. However, in the description of the page, there are links where you can contribute to the growth of the channel. As always, guys, remember 4 pillars of discipline: repetition, patience, consistency, and perseverance. As you head out into this Monday, or for some of you, as you end this Monday, keep in mind that your growth is ensured. You just got to keep showing up, keep blowing up, and keep growing up. God bless. I'll see you guys next time.